here we are in our paint shop number 2.
We are always here.
Why are we always here?
Because we are spending a very much time on painting windows these weeks.
Why is it taking so much time then?
Well, I think in total we'll spend about 300 hours painting windows over about 6 weeks.
Yep.
And we got maybe halfway now.
Mm.
And we are doing that because we wanted our windows to be painted in linseed oil paint.
Okay, why? What's linseed oil paint, and why do we want to do that? Tell me, I want to know. 300 hours.
Paint. Yeah, exactly. It's a paint that has very many properties that we like, and this specific linseed oil paint is also produced locally here in Skåne, where we live, just an hour away, which feels great. It's very good for the environment. It's no additives. It's basically only linseed oil and natural pigment in the paint itself.
Yeah.
It's wonderful to work with because of that. It doesn't smell anything more than lovely. And it becomes very beautiful when the result is there. It has a very nice sort of glow, or when the
shine.
light falls onto it. Nice shine, yeah. But because of its very few ingredients, it's also got a very small footprint, and it's very good for the environment in terms of that it can be fully, well, how do you say that?
Decomposed by nature.
By nature. You can pour it out, you can almost drink it.
And it's climate neutral maybe, because it's made of plants, right? So
yeah, totally. And this specific factory where they make this paint also produces everything with the wind, electricity, and they are super focused on those
So what is the downside of linseed oil paint?
Yeah, that's funny, right? Because you would think with those kind of properties everyone would use it. But if you go to any professional painter, they most likely won't, which is also the reason why we couldn't just buy painted windows. And that's because it takes quite some time to paint with. You have to really develop a skill to do it. It's not, I wouldn't say it's hard, but you have to be careful. You can paint it basically only with a brush, and it takes quite some power. You really have to work with the brush to get it into the wood.
So you can't use spray paint or like a roller or something?
Not for these kind of like decorational painting, at least. There is also types of linseed oil where you can do that, like for roofs, for example, which we might do also in our house. But for windows, you really have to work with your brush. And it also dries slower. It's like the slow food of paint.
Okay.
And professional painters don't like that. It should go fast. But we like slow. Another reason for why we are doing it ourselves is also that we wanted to paint our windows in more than one color. And generally, I mean, you can get that done by other people, obviously, but that costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
And when we do it ourselves, it's basically the same painting one color or two or three, like in our case.
Yeah. Maybe we can look at those colors and you can like explain what we're doing.
Yeah.
So
as you might have seen in previous videos, Elke has been only doing a lot of work on painting our the panel boards for the outside of our house. They will be
almost done
in this nice red color. And then we wanted the windows themselves, the inner parts of them, to be in this yellow ochre.
So it will look sort of like that one, right? That's here.
Yeah, exactly. It will be a bit like this.
That's the old windows from our house.
Yeah. And then we will have, together with a grey, it's not exactly this one, it's actually, we tried out a few different versions and we went for the lighter version. So it's more this one. It will be combined with those three. So that's how it will look about when it's done. And our goal for this weekend has been to finish and make sure that we have one coating on everything.
Are we gonna reach the goal?
Basically, yes.
Okay.
We have a few more hours to go.
Yay! All right, Maria. So, what will our windows look like? Maybe we can like show a little bit what.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard. Currently, they're of course not put together yet, but this is sort of the outside structure of the windows. And as you see, we have quite a lot of them. It's 18 windows in total and 3 double doors. And they are also in many different sizes, which is really funny because we have a quirky house with many different.
All right, Maria. So now we're standing here in front of some of the windows.
Yeah. So these will be put into those main structures, and for every window there will be actually 2 of those and 2 of those.
Okay. So what's the difference?
So this is the inner bow, and here there will be an energy glass put.
Yeah. What's that?
That it has very good insulation properties.
It's like double glass.
It's a double glazing, yeah.
Okay.
So we want a house obviously that is well insulated, and the windows is a big part of that. We also want a house that's good when it comes to soundproofing, because we have trains coming by once in a while.
Yeah.
And that's why we chose to have 2 of those, or 4 of them then, 2 on each side put together.
Yeah.
So this is how it will look from the outside, and in this one there's single glazing, and you have all of these decorations to make it look beautiful.
Are these finished, Maria?
No. There is another grey layer needed on the back, and then another layer of grey on top of both of them, on both sides.
And these will be on the outside. They will be that yellow, right?
Yeah, exactly. So this is the outside that will be yellow, and then you first have to put the glazing in first. And it will go together with one of these and form a unit.
Yeah. So on the outside, it will look like you have this like decorational elements, but on the inside, you will actually look through the double glazing
You will
first.
also look through the double glazing,
Yeah.
and then you will see this on the inside.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.